Professor Whitehead's Traveling Theater is proud to present the President Punch and Judy Show. Ladies and gentlemen, until we have an effective vaccine, we are not going to beat the virus. We are going to have to stay at home, wash our hands, and avoid crowded places. And especially wear a mask. Oh no, I think I've woken up the president. I think he's coming up the stairs. Hello, President Punch. I'm a nice guy. Oh, that's nice.
What the hell? You're a dumb, stupid bastard!
What's that?
There's nothing to be afraid of. The virus!
The virus?
The virus is weak!
It's weak.
Yes! Don't be afraid of the virus! It's almost gone!
It's almost gone. President Punch, with over 225,000 Americans dead of the virus, we are going to have to try to slow the spread of the virus.
I'm sick of the virus! I'm sick of the virus! Everyone is sick of the virus!
Everyone is sick of the virus?
We Americans are sick of the virus!
Oh, real Americans are sick of the virus.
I'm sick of virus! I said I'm sick of the virus!
Reducing your social distancing stick, I see.
Yes, get over it already!
Get over it. But we need to listen to science and medicine.
Oh, medicine! You know, I'm good at medicine!
You're really good at medicine.
Yes, I've had a smart doctor's everything!
Smart doctors tell you you're good at medicine.
Jesus, doctors!
Penis doctors.
No, Jesus, doctors!
Oh, genius doctors.
I'm really smart! Really smart!
So are you a genius?
Yes, smart people tell me that all the time!
They tell you you're a genius all the time.
Yes, they say they only wish they could understand my thinking!
They only wish they could understand your thinking.
Yes, and I'm gonna be a great doctor!
You could have been a great doctor.
Yes, I'm gonna be a really great doctor! Or a great scientist!
You could have been a great scientist.
Yes, the greatest scientist ever!
The greatest scientist ever. So instead, what did you do?
Oh, I'm the greatest president ever!
The greatest president ever.
That's the way to do it! That's the way to do it! Be president!
Well, Dr. President, about your idea of injecting people with antiseptic. We're working on that right now.
That was just being sarcastic!
You're being sarcastic.
Yes, everyone knows it was being sarcastic!
You're being sarcastic. One moment, Mr. President. Could you open the door, please? Open the door, yes. Stop it, spinners! Stop it, spinners, no! Remember, all we need to do is wear a mask and stay 6 feet away from each other, and we can more safely wait for an effective vaccine.
A vaccine! Oh, I'm sick of the virus! I'm sick of the virus! Vaccine! Oh, there's a vaccine! I'm sick of it! Wait a minute! What's a vaccine?
What's a vaccine? A vaccine is something you shoot people with to keep them from dying dead of the virus.
Oh, that's a vaccine! Oh, I can do that!
What? You could do that?
Yes, I can keep people from dying dead of the virus!
You could keep people from dying dead of the virus.
Yes!
Remember, elderly people are particularly susceptible.
Yes, okay.
keep somebody from dying from the virus.
What about if we put old people in plastic bags?
What's that? Put old people in plastic bags?
Yes, plastic bags! Plastic bags! I'm so smart! I'm so smart!
Well, I'm not sure about...
Just a minute!
I'm really not that sure.
Try this! Damn it! Oh! Now! The virus can't get you!
The virus can't get me.
And what about us?
And real Americans?
And party!
Real Americans can party, but... I don't think this is a very good idea. Yes, I know you're the president, Mr. President, but... I'm having a hard time breathing here.
Put it there! Put it there!
But I need air. If you put people in plastic bags, they will die dead of asphyxiation. I need air.
Oh, asphyxiation! What's that?
Asphyxiation is smothering to death. I need air. Air. Help. Air.
Doctor! If somebody smothers,
If somebody smothers what?
get that going bad, or the virus!
No, somebody smothers to death. Air. They can't die dead of the virus. They're already dead.
Oh, that's what I meant! That's a vaccine! They can't die from the virus!
I need air. This is very uncomfortable. Help. Somebody help. Somebody help me, please.
So everyone, put a plastic bag on Grandma!
Put a plastic bag on Grandma.
This president! Super smart president! Yes! That's the way to do it!
Ooh. I need air. Air. I am dead.
The vaccine! Now, never do it from the virus! Oh, doctor! Smart president! And I'm so smart! That's the way to do it! That's the way to do it! That's the way to do it!
President Punch is president in the Punchian universe. Any resemblance to any other president in any other universe is possibly coincidental.